Okay, good job, Adrien. I'm just going to go over a few highlights today and a few pointers. The first thing I'd like to talk about is the coupling of the octaves, or the pairing up of the octaves. We did this. Right. I just played a little phrase. What you can do is when you're doing the coupling of the octaves from the third string to the first string, remember there's 2 frets in between both of your fingers, and that's how you do it there, right? If you're in a position where you want to switch up, when I say switch up, if you're in a certain position where you want to kind of switch the root, right, and the high octave, you can also play the 4th string and the 1st string. The 4th string will have a space in between it, an open fret between it, and then your 1st string you'll be pressing there, right? So wherever you're pressing on your 1st string, you're going to have a fret space, and then you would press the following fret with your ring finger, right? Right, so you can make a phrase from here using a heavier root. Instead of, because here would be the same as here, right? So instead of moving there, you can go, or right? So it kind of just helps you to get to a certain point easier. Now, in jazz, what they do is they tend to play not the octave, but they'll play notes that are slightly lower in pitch and pair them up. So I have a D and I have an I have a D here and I have an A. That adds kind of a tension to it, because I'm sliding also from a D sharp to a D and an A sharp into an A. So if you hear this, and then I go into, right? So you could do like different things, but you see, you could add faster steps in there as you get more comfortable with it. But this technique here, you could find that in different spots, but it's good to do it in the basic position of your pentatonic. It adds a certain flavor to it, like a jazzy type of feel to it. You notice you have your D and you have your A. Now the D and the A, the only thing that's missing is the F in between there, right? So you have an actual D minor there. You're just omitting the 3rd, right? So that's what you're hearing, right? The tension here would be omitting the F, which is your 3rd. So you just have your 1st and your 5th that you're actually playing, right? So it's kind of cool what you could do with that. So you have that. I also believe you have an E and a B there. You can do that too. Now what I did there is I added a tension note. So, right? So there's a lot of different things you could do there. But this is just a technique that's used a lot. And it will help with your theory as well. Because if you see this position here and you know that that's a DFA and it runs horizontal like that, omitting the third will give you a certain kind of tone that you can actually use for coupling. The way you would do like octave coupling, except you're kind of just you're not doing your fourth, you're doing your third, and you're gonna render a different kind of a tone because it's not gonna be the equivalent to your fifth, right? So that, yeah, so you're just playing with your root and your fifth, and what this sets you up for theoretically is, your third will be right here and it runs on a slant, or it's like diagonal. So here's the thing. If this is a D minor, when you do that, a whole step you're going to have an E minor, right? So if you have an E minor here, you're going to have an F minor. So you're not going to really be able to use that in the key of A minor, right? Or the key of C if you're doing jazz. If you do use that, it'll have to be as a tension, right? Like that. Into your E. I just kind of slid into the F minor and went back into the E. Okay, so if you have an F minor, you have an F sharp minor here, and so on. G minor, G sharp, and guess what you have there? You have the A minor. So you have an A minor, you have an E minor, you have a D minor, all right? You might even want to do, okay, F sharp G, a B minor. You could do that too. All right, so you have that there, and you have it, I'm sorry, right there. B minor, B minor, right? Okay. But you can use the jazz technique with that. So wherever you have minors, if you watch what I just did, we're in the key of C. So when you're going through modes and making chords out of modes, you know that your minors are going to consist of the D minor, the E minor, the A minor, right? So B minor, D minor, E minor, and A minor. So it's kind of cool. I'm saying B minor, but really it should be a B diminished. But you could play that in there. You could do that. Okay, so we have that. The other thing that I noticed, well, you did a lot of neat things when you were doing your improv and your solos and things like that. What I want you to do is, when you're doing the communication, like the call and response kind of a thing with the solos, I want you to use your own phrases. Like if somebody does, don't do something similar to it. You don't have to. You can just you can make it different. It doesn't have to be in the same way, or kind of like the same method the other person's doing. Just you can do your own thing. If you can also do the other thing where you're playing something similar. That's an option, but I want to see you do more of your own thing, something different. Okay, so there's that. And also, don't forget, like if the song is in, I don't know, the key of, let's say, A major. If it's in the A major, all you're doing is you're just going to put your pinky on the E. You just find it. You could even find it on it would actually be easier if you found it on your sixth string, actually, and just put your pinky there, right? And just count 4 steps back. And it's going to be F sharp pentatonic if you wanted to do that. While I'm on this topic, if you're pentatonic, if you're doing a pentatonic and the key is an A major, any of the majors, and they say an A major pentatonic, what they're talking about is this. The song, the pentatonic, theoretically, that would be used with the A major, the key of A major. It would be F sharp pentatonic. But when you do your phrases, you will end on A. That would make it fit. If they required you to do the pentatonic, the A major pentatonic, what they're talking about is doing an F sharp pentatonic, right? Your relative minor, that pentatonic, except you're going to stress the A note instead of your F sharp. You know, like when you did F sharp, F sharp, F sharp, it's going to be A. You're going to do A, right? And then A there. So, okay. And this song could be a. Something, but that is what they mean, and it's all that is your F sharp pentatonic, right? So whatever it is, if it's in the key of C major, you're going to do that A pentatonic, but you're just going to rest your notes on C when you're doing your phrases. You're going to instead of using the A, you're going to use your C to make your phrases. That's all that is. All right. And what else? Everything else was really good. I just would like to see you do that classical piece. All right, work really hard on that classical piece because it's going to be a good one. All right, and that is it. If you have any questions, please let me know. And yeah, keep sending me emails, and I will get back to you and all that good stuff. You're doing really well, man. Keep up the good work. See you soon. God bless.